Hello everybody, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights, the core campaign. This is Keegro's Adventures on the Sword Coast, and today we are finishing up all the side quests that we need to get done outside of Port Last before we head to Luskin. So, where we need to go next is up here in the North Road. We could cut over this way, but I think this leads to the Port Last mines, which we can't complete yet, because I still have to find the last second to last bounty head. The last bounty head is in there, but he doesn't spawn until after you catch everybody else. But we do have another area to go to. And there is a reason I'm bringing Dalen with me. Now, first of all, we have these guys. This ain't personal, friend, but it's the end just the same. It's time old Darktongue got himself some glory. Let's finish it! And he will attack us, as many others have on this road. Or he'll just stand there.
Hail to ye!
You there, any progress? If only this knee of mine weren't banged, I'd be out with you. I've explored the caves that you mentioned. There was a cult member there who was stirring up trouble. Just as I thought. See, you got to trust old Darktongue. I'll send you down the right path every time. Did you find where the cult was based? I suspect that the cult might be in Luskin. Luskin, eh? I have to think about that. You get back to your searching, friend. Luskin. Alright, so he is a dwarf that we talked to in the inn in Port Last. He is supposed to be attacking me right now, and I don't know why he's not. Maybe it's because I'm on a horse. Perhaps if I dismount. There.
Hail to ye!
I have nothing to tell you. Okay, well, maybe we'll come back out and he'll be ready to fight. But first, we need to go into the Green Griffin Inn. Or at least loot everything on the outside of it first. Looks like there's a wood pile and a chest. Couple of crates. Okay. Some good stuff, good stuff. Some gold and some silver necklaces. And then, are you still out there, Darktongue? Okay, well, we'll be back in a little bit. See if you want to use your AI next time. Alright, so this is the Green Griffin Inn, and they allow a horse. And the first, and really the only person I want to talk to here is Kazma.
Hello there!
Oh, hello. It's quite busy in here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Do you know why?
Everyone's here because Mutamins is putting on a show. Adventurers like me will be trying to get through the dungeon beneath this inn. It's filled with terrible traps and monsters. I hear, and the first person to make it through gets the reward. And a bit of fame, too, naturally. It's all very secretive, I understand. The noblemen are here because they like a good scandal and love to watch violence. It should make for a good story. If you're truly interested, you want to speak to Mutamin about it. He would know far more than I, of course.
Okay, so that gives you the hint to go talk to Mutamin, and it also gives you the dialogue
Welcome to the Green
options
Griffin Inn, friend. Something I can get you.
to talk to him about this. I'd like to ask you about this competition of yours. So, someone told you about it, did they? Blessed fools. If word keeps spreading about the contest, I'll have the militia on my head in no time. What, the Luskin militia? I'm surprised they're not just banging down your door to take your gold anyways. But nevertheless, you know, and that's that. Are you interested in taking part, friend? Yes, I'd like to take part. Right then, here's a key for the back door. Remember, you'll have to pay Jeru 500 gold to be allowed into the dungeon. Good luck. Okay. Well, so we can either go downstairs, I think this leads out, yep, or upstairs. And there is something I have to do upstairs first. Alright, there is one room here that is locked. But let's see if I can hit as many locks as I can. Alright. And we're going to be getting into a big fight here. So I'm going to ghost up.
Why you break into my room? You be bounty hunter! Me end your life here!
And this is Zor, the Minotaur, one of the criminals. So we have to beat up on him for a minute. Okay. And afterwards, he calms down. I'm going to potion up. Because he is... To complete all the quests, you have to finish fighting him after his dialogue.
You, strong opponent. Me impressed. Me say, name is Zor. Me tell you story, yeah? You spreads my word. Maybe before you kill me.
Sounds fair so far. Let's think about it. What's your story?
Me is fierce warrior of Minotaur peoples. Me is strongest warrior of all. Improve self in combat after combat. Then, me becomes gladiator for monies.
Sounds like a good life so far.
Me think it good, too, at first. But me gets tricked. Me fights and wins every time, and makes people mad. Me not is realizing me trying make people happy. Me just think me should fight and win, not wanting lose to weak opponent. Me told to lose. Me told to lose. Make other people lots of money. Me not lose. Me kill the fighter. Me sent to prison for this.
So what happened in prison?
In prison, me meet new friends. Friends who no trick me. Me friends named Sturge and Delilah and Wyvern and Yizgar. Yizgar a great man. Yizgar have orc blood. He plan how to escape big prison. He need me for strength.
What about the others you mentioned?
Delilah used poison on guards, and Wyvern tricked guard dogs. Wyvern really good with dogs.
What happened then?
Scourge make maps of prison. Me not like Scourge. He call me lots of names. After escape we split up. Yizgar say we harder to find that way. Now me see bounty hunter everywhere. Me kills all but you is tough. Me not killing you. Me want make deal.
There is honor in what you've done. Killing you would be a shame. You should leave this area, though? Yeah.
Me see noble warrior spirit inside you. Me thank you for making fight.
Well, I messed up there, I guess. I didn't really want to kill him anyways, because he was kind of just wrongfully accused. But now I'm not sure if I can finish that quest line. I'll have to see. Usually whenever I tell him, whenever I make the deal, he still wants to fight, and he kills me off, or I kill him off and take his ear. So, the other person I have to talk to, and I should have done this before I went upstairs, is Zamithra here. If you'll remember, she is one of the people that holds one of the gems we need. So let's talk to her. And
Hi, handsome. Hard day?
yeah, I've been killing orcs all day long. Interested in a hard night? You mean more orcs, right? If you'd like. That might be nice. Your room or mine. Come up to my room, then, and waste your wit on me there. I'll leave the door unlocked. Alright, so we just got invited to take on some extracurriculars. Zamithra comes in here. And then she gets ready for some fun in the sheets by getting more comfortable.
Now that we're alone, don't be shy. Just follow my orders and I'm sure you'll be a happy man in the morning.
I think not. I've come to take the magic gem that I've been told you carry. Can I have it? What? This was just a trick to separate me from my gods. I can't believe that I am at the mercy of a man.
Though it shames me to admit it, I am defeated.
I have come for the magic gem that you hold. Gem? I don't have any gem. What are you talking about? I know that you have the gem. The source was very sure. Your source was lying. I am just a simple woman, and I have no wealth, let alone magic gems. Enough lies, just tell me where the gem is. Fine, take the gem, it is in that chest. Please, just let me go now. The shame of defeat will ruin me in the eyes of my women. Regardless, I am finished. You are free to go. I'll get what I need. You're taking the gem? The shame? I've been outwitted and defeated by some petty adventurer. How can I face my women now? The shame is too much. Well, I mean, technically, they don't know anything. They're not here. Oh, and she apparently didn't like me taking the gem, even though she gave me permission. So I was gonna let her go. But she attacked my horse. And because of that, we will take your Imaskari Kama. And now we can proceed down. And then, of course, if you had fought her guards, they're effortless anyways, so she was probably actually harder than her guards. Okay, so there are a couple of rooms to explore here, but they're just filled with rich patrons. Okay, and let's talk to Jeru.
So, this is the latest group of entrants, is it? Very well. My name is Jeru, Master of the Games. Allow me to explain how this will work. It shall cost you 500 gold pieces to be teleported into the dungeon. You'll appear in one of 5 alcoves located in the southern end. If you wish to return, simply use the platform that you appeared on, or any other platform. But it will cost you 500 gold pieces to be teleported back. Neither I nor Mutamin are responsible for your deaths or the deaths of your companions. If you enter, it is your risk to take. Now then, should anyone wish to enter, approach me with your gold and I'll teleport you within.
Okay, so we are collected here. There are 4 other entrants. We have Kasma that we talked to. Gorkan, which we'll be meeting later, Gam, and Died, who we'll also be seeing in the dungeon. But let's talk to Giroux and give him our 500 gold.
Yes? Are you ready to enter the dungeon?
Yes, I am. Here is your 500 gold.
Excellent. Prepare yourself, my lord, and let the contest begin.
Alright, so we start on this platform, and we're going to explore most of the floors before moving on. There is a split path in here, and depending on how I feel, I might take both paths by completing one and going back and completing the other. It's unnecessary, but it's a good way to farm some XP. As you can see here, we are fighting spiders, as we have been from day 1 of the Neverwinter plague. But these ones are, well, we've come a long way. And now a golem's beating up on me because I am poisoned. Thank you, spider. Alright. Spiders are done. Now we can focus on the golem. The golem has gotten rid of my horse. But, because it's a summoned creature, I can get it back whenever I need to. But I think I don't need to get it back at the moment. Let's see if I have a potion of antidote. No, but I have healer's kits, so I can't use that one. Oh, well, the poison went away, but my strength didn't return, so that requires something else. If I can remember where I put my scrolls. No, I can't. It's probably in here. Ah, here we go. Lesser Restoration. Alright, so just move back into here where we see some Eder caps before. Now, the point of this is it's just a gauntlet. There are a bunch of traps and monsters to fight, and just kind of have a good old time doing adventurer things. Now here is a path to one of the exits to this floor, but I haven't picked up what I need from this floor yet, so we'll wait. And there are a number of other rooms with more spiders in them. Hello, dire spider. Okay, I am going to pull you back towards Dalen, since more are coming. Alright, one good crit, gets it down, and this is a phase spider. In this game, the phase spiders can teleport, just like that. In Paper RPG, basically they can turn into ethereal spiders and just move through walls and such. Okay, I'm poisoned again. And let's see. Do have a potion of antidote, so I'm going to take that. That should clear up all the problems. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock open some of these chests. And then this looks like 2 more rooms. Okay, I'm going to try and get as few spiders involved in this fight as possible. But it doesn't look like I can contain all of them. Okay. Get Dalen one of these, get his strength back. That way he's not super slow anymore. We'll let Dalen deal with the spiders. I'll take on these enter caps. Okay. And Dalen is poisoned again. That's alright. He actually has a potion. Alright. So, one of the things we're going to be doing throughout this dungeon is collecting these crystal items.
I have to lighten this load.
And, again, I have succumbed to poison. The first one is that crystal skull. Now, one of them will answer a riddle at the bottom of the dungeon, but it's good, unless you know what the riddle is, it's good to go ahead and just collect all of them. So, and then we've got one more chest here. Now, there are two paths down to the next room. One is a test of brawn, and one is a test of brains. This is the path to the test of brains. Even if it looks like that, all we're doing is still fighting things, including hellhounds.
You will regret
this is a dire hellhound. That means it's a big one. But their firepower still doesn't hurt me because I still have my cloak, which gives me protection from fire.
We won't both walk away
At
from
least
this.
to some extent. Okay, and these hellhounds have a lot of hit points, it seems. One even survived a critical from my scythe. I'm also going to drop off these healer's kits that I can't use because they were meant to be turned into potions. And, ooh, magical leather armor. Alright. And here is a Yuan Ti. But she'll talk to you, so let's talk.
I greet you.
I am Geist, human creature, to ask you of you a riddle. Answer it correctly, and you may pass me unharmed. Should you attempt to pass me without answering, or should you answer wrong, I shall have the pleasure of killing you. What do you say, human fool?
You can either fight her now, have her ask the riddle, or just go somewhere else. So I'm gonna have her ask her riddle.
Very well. Since I am forced to do so, I shall answer this. At a banquet where human knights gather, each knight sat and clinked his glasses with the knight to his left and the knight to his right. If there are 15 knights at this banquet, how many times do the glasses clink?
Well, the biggest trap you can fall into is just assuming that since each knight went left and right, there would be 30 clinks, but really it's just the knights each clink their glasses once to the right. That counts as their clink to the left, so they clinked 50.
That is correct. A childishly simple riddle. You may pass. But should you wish a prize, speak to me again.
Ooh, I want a prize.
I greet you.
So you wish my prize, do you? Do you wish to answer my second riddle for it, or shall we dance?
Ask me your riddle.
As you wish. Listen closely, foolish one. After slaying a dragon, a group of knights
gave some of the trinkets from the treasure hoard to a group of fewer than 10 human girls to divide. While the trinkets could have been divided equally amongst the girls, they argued over how to divide it. One suggested that they divide it by family instead of by individual in the group. There were 2 groups of 2 sisters. The rest were unrelated. This division would mean that the trinkets per family were 5 more than the trinkets per girl. Before a decision was made, one girl said she desired nothing, so her share was divided amongst the others. The shares were equal once again. The suggestion of dividing the trinkets by family was then withdrawn, as all were satisfied. How many girls shared in the division, and how many did each get? Alright, again, this one is slightly more difficult. She said that the division of the trinkets would be equal, but as you can see, our choices don't divide out very well. Really, you have to figure out if you have 5 girls and then 4 girls, the division would be similar. And then if there are 3 groups of families, how the division would look as well. Let's see. If I am remembering correctly, it is, let's see, 5 girls, 4 girls get 3 trinkets. With 5 girls, they each get 2 trinkets. If we divide that into 3 families, there would be 4 trinkets, and that would be 8 versus, I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's this one, 12 trinkets and 5 girls. You are correct. Here is your gift. Now be gone. Alright. Now, what might have also been there was the fact that there were 6 total girls with 12 trinkets, and then when one of them stepped back, really the division just does not go well into that. So, alright, let's open the chest. And our prize was, and I'm going to stick on that hissing for a little while, but we got a crystal frog. So, yep, you can get a crystal item for finishing those riddles. And again, collecting all of the crystal items is a good idea before you go to the bottom of the dungeon. Okay, we've gotten into a fight with some skeleton warriors. Okay, but we're making quick work of them, even though we don't have bludgeoning weapons. There's a trap. Nope, Dalen sees more battle, so we'll wait. Okay, we have a cursed monk and a wraith. I just killed off a skeleton. Okay, and we have gotten rid of all the enemies there. Now I will take care of this trap and open this chest. Okay, Potion of Lore could be useful if we find something that needs it. Alright, so here's our first competitor, Did, and he has a journal. Let's take a look at that. Wherever it ends up.
Nope, that's not it. Died's journal. This is the journal of one died, another contestant in Mutamin's challenge. The last entry seems to make reference to the riddle with the numbered doors in the room where his body lies. Curse this riddle. As near as I can tell, the granddaughters that the riddle mentions expand in a pattern, 4 to 5 to 7 to 11. What comes next? It isn't 16. That is all that I know. So he couldn't figure out a riddle, and the incorrect doors are trapped. So let's hear this riddle. A female wizard lived to see her great-great-granddaughters. She had 4 daughters, 5 granddaughters, 7 great-granddaughters, and 11 great-great-granddaughters. How many great-great-great-granddaughters would she have? Alright, this one's actually a pretty simple riddle as well. You can notice the pattern of increase starts with 4 to 5. There was 1 extra child in between. From 5 to 7, there are 2 extra children. 7 to 11 is 4 extra children. So that means we went from 1 extra to 2 extra to 4 extra. So we're doubling each generation. So the next one would be 8. So we would need to add 8 to the 11 and find a room 19. And it's this one, I think. Yep. And here is the chest. Inside is the Belt of Hill Giant Strength, which gives us Strength plus 3. And a Green Griffin Puzzle Door Key. What am I wearing right now? Belt of the Performer. So, yep, we are going to switch that out for this belt, which will take our strength up to a whopping 21 at the moment. So we are doing a lot of damage. Now, we have the key so we can get out and back into combat with a cool Ravager. And I think some skeleton wizards as well. Which, if you think about it, skeletons would make terrible mages because they have no intelligence. Okay, I've been webbed, but that won't stop me from firing at things. Okay. And then, if you come back this way, this is the Brawn entrance to this area. I'm going to go through these doors and go do the other room real quick for the XP. And really, that floor that I'm going to go to is a floor full of Minotaurs. So we'll deal with the hardest Minotaur first. And thankfully he's focused on Balin, so I'm able to get some free hits in. Okay, I think he's focused on me now, so, but he's down. And then we'll loot his stuff. I seriously need to stop by the store and drop off a lot of this junk. But we'll just keep looting until I'm full up. One of the funnier things to do in this dungeon too is to use your Stone of Recall to just go out and rest, because it doesn't cost you to teleport back in here. But 500 gold they said you would have to pay to get back into the dungeon. So, but Minotaurs are going down pretty good. They're not taking up a whole lot of resources, thankfully.
shall do as you ask.
No, don't do that, Dalen.
I shall do as you ask.
Okay, and I think that opened up another chest later on. There's a Minotaur there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and search this crate
My
before he gets here.
steel will strike true.
And then we beat up on a Minotaur. I should probably question why Mutamin has a slave race of Minotaurs, and, you know, being a lawful good guy, I should probably figure out if he's breaking any kind of laws. It sounded like he was, if he was going to have a militia on his hands, but you can't really arrest him for anything, even if you are the lawful good type.
We won't both walk away from this.
This is just one of those things you have to accept in the D&D world as being outside of the alignment system. Especially when you're restricted by what you can do with the system. Alright, just getting in here. Okay, then once I get through this maze-like area, and as you can tell it is kind of maze-like, but I have a map, so it's not that hard to make it through.
For the Oath Guards!
And we've met our second of the competitors. Going to try and hopefully save her. Okay, Kazma.
Hello there.
Oh dear, this was harder than I thought.
Hello there.
And that's all she has to say. She should probably get out of here. She is really hurt, so... But no, she's going straight into another fight. Hopefully she won't kill off this Minotaur. There we go. Or else we won't get the XP for it. So, if you are ever in a maze without a map, I think one of the best things you can do is, as a character, or even in real life, if you go to corn mazes or anything like that, is choose a wall, and just follow that wall. That will get you through, or, you know, put your hand on the wall, and then follow that wall to every curve, and that will get you through eventually. May not be the quickest way out, but it will ensure that you don't get lost or mixed up. Or at least it helps. I guess if there are a lot of areas that aren't overly connected, you could run into some problems. But yeah, it's just one of the easiest ways to get through a maze. Again, not the fastest, but... And right now I'm following my left hand, basically. But, again, I do have a map, so it's not absolutely necessary if I follow it. Okay, and this is looking like it's going to the entrance.
I shall do as you ask.
Just follow.
I shall do as you ask.
I have a knock wand. Ooh, 150 gold. That was a huge collection. Alright, another magic set of vampire arrows. And this door leads back to the first floor, if I'm not mistaken, and one of the tougher fights in the dungeon. There is a mother spider, and so I'm going to try and take that on. Or a queen spider. Okay, so I can't hurt the spider. hurt the spider queen, but I do have Fireball. And I am also webbed, so I am in a precarious situation. Oh, right, the rocks around her are the fact that she has stone skin on. And I'm still rooted in place. I wish to be free so I can get out of her range. Alright, her stone skin's done. I need a potion, please and thank you. These down here. Alright, now I am free to move and start wanding her.
Yeah. 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 Ah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to stay out of her range as much as possible. She already has the acid arrow effect, so I can't affect her with that. But we can hit her with Fireball again.
For the Oath Guards!
And I think the acid arrow left, so now I can hit her with that one more time. And looky there, I'm pretending to be a wizard, like I'm supposed to be. Hopefully soon I'll be able to actually start summoning undead minions. That would be great.
My injuries.
Okay. And that has gotten her dead. Pick up my scythe, which it appears that I am full up on gear. So, I was hoping to finish this dungeon today, but I'm going to have to split this into 2 parts. I'll take on the rest of the dungeon, plus the final floor, in the next episode. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.